Hey guys, honestly I've changed my lip color like 5 times now, and if I don't film this video within the next 5 minutes, I'm going to cry. Today I'm going to be filming my acne.org video, and I think I've been using this for around 3 months now, so I finally have gotten the time to sit down and film this video, so let's just get right into it. So for this video, I just wanted to keep my skin looking very natural. I barely have on any face makeup just to kind of show you guys that my skin is pretty much clear. I do get occasional breakouts, so right now I have one breakout right here, and honestly it's like one of the few things that's active on my face. I normally break out in my cheek area. But as you guys can see, the only thing that I really suffer from now is mostly scarring and occasionally a couple of pimples, but nothing like it used to be. So I'm super excited to be telling you guys about this. I feel like my skincare routine now is just so perfect, and honestly I wouldn't change anything in it, and I just didn't want to film this video until I was sure that I really liked using acne.org products and I was really comfortable with my skincare routine. So first we're going to start with the background of my skin. So my acne started in 7th grade, like I think most people, so I was about 12, 13 I think at this time, and it was really bad. I think I remember it being really bad. I don't know if everyone around me thought it was really bad, but I just remember that I hated it. I really broke out around my cheek area, and then when I was in 8th grade, my whole forehead was just covered in pimples. And the problem with me is that not only do I get pimples, but the scarring usually lasts for a really long time. So it's like you'd get a pimple and then it'd go away, but then there'd be a huge mark there, and it was just like I could never have flawless skin. And I've never had flawless skin since then. My acne gets triggered by a couple of stuff. Usually it's from what I'm eating. Sometimes it's from stress. If I'm really stressed, I will break out. You know, if I don't take care of my skin, if I'm not washing my face every day, if I don't keep up a skincare routine, then my skin will break out because, I don't know, my skin gets oily really fast. It's super sensitive. So I feel like now it's gotten a lot better, but back then I didn't know how to take care of my skin. I didn't know that I had to wash my face every night. I just didn't know that I had sensitive skin in the first place. So I would be using all these products from like the drugstore, and a lot of foundations from the drugstore break me out. And I don't know if it's because of the chemicals they use or just because my skin is super sensitive, but a lot of the times random things I use can break me out. I found that some foundations break me out, some powders break me out as well, which sucks. Some primers break me out. So I have very sensitive skin. If you have sensitive skin, then like we can relate. Let's be best friends. Okay. I started to wear makeup in 8th grade because I felt like my acne was really bad and just super noticeable, so I just wanted to cover it up. So I wore foundation every single day, and I do not recommend that if you have acne. Don't wear foundation every single day. So this was a bad thing because first of all, in the 8th grade, I really didn't wash my face properly, and you know, the dirt and the oil and the sweat throughout the day, mix it all together, you get a pimple. And then I'd come home and I'd have breakouts, and then I'd do a half-assed version of washing my face. I wouldn't moisturize, so my skin was super dry sometimes, it was super oily other times, and basically it was a mess. One of the best things you can do is to not cover it up. And I know that's crazy, and you're probably like, oh, but you don't understand, my skin just looks disgusting. But honestly, you need to really let your skin breathe. You have to make sure that you're cleaning your skin properly, and just make sure that you're not clogging your pores with all this makeup all the time. You know, a lot of people think that I wear makeup every single day, and I don't. I barely wear makeup on my face now, only if there's a special event or if I'm filming video. So right now I barely have on any face makeup, and my skin is popping. I was thinking, like, I don't know if I want to spend that much money on skincare items. Like, I could spend that money on makeup, and I just had that mindset for the longest time, so I put off buying it until recently. I actually got my acne.org regimen, I think, in the ending of August, so it came, I actually remember it came right before school started, so I was just super excited, and I was like, yes, I finally invested the money into this. And you know, it's not cheap. It's not like a $5 cleanser that you get from the drugstore, but honestly I think the whole regimen is just so worth it. if I just compare that with the amount of products I bought over the years trying to fight my acne with like different drugstore cleansers, with different cleansers that I got from Sephora, I ended up spending more money trying to figure out all these alternatives for acne.org and just trying to kind of find the cheap way out, when in reality I would have saved so much money if I had just went and bought acne.org right then and there. What I really like about acne.org is that it comes with a set of detailed instructions, and honestly if you follow the instructions, literally it's so detailed, but follow the instructions and your skin will start to clear up in like no time. Honestly, I started to see a change in my skin within like the second or third week. I was like, holy crap, this is legit. So the first thing that you use in the regimen is the cleanser. So this is the acne.org cleanser, and it just comes in this bottle. I have the bigger bottle because originally this comes in the 8 fluid ounces, but as I said, I had finished that first before everything else for some reason, and then I just purchased the bigger bottle so I wouldn't have to keep repurchasing this. For me, it lasted for around 2 months, so I mean that's pretty good. It says that it's ultra gentle, thick foaming lather. Oh, my English is so bad today. Thick foaming lather. Does not over dry, cleanses completely, rinses free, fragrance free, and dye free, which for me, fragrance free and dye free was like a plus because my skin is super sensitive, like I've said, and literally the littlest things can break me out. One of my favorite things, I really like the whole regimen, but this has to be one of my favorites, and it's just super worth it. So that's all I have to say. I have is the moisturizer, and so this is the original moisturizer that when I first purchased the regimen that it came with. I'm still not done with the moisturizer for some reason. So this just soothes acne prone skin. It won't clog pores, it's fragrance free and dye free, and it's this yellow color because it has some type of root, I think, in it. It says that it has an ultra calming licorice root extract. So what I really like about this moisturizer is, for me, I don't like the feeling of greasiness on my face, and so like before I started the regimen, I would never really use moisturizer because I just hated the feeling, and I don't know, I felt like some moisturizers would break me out, and I just couldn't stand the greasiness, and you know, already having like an oily T-zone, I just wanted to avoid anything that made my skin greasy. But this one just sinks into your skin. Like, it's literally, you put it on and you'll feel it for like 5 seconds, and then it just sinks into your skin, and it just keeps your skin really hydrated without feeling greasy, which is what I like. And I said that the cleanser was like my favorite, but this is actually my favorite. So this is the benzoyl peroxide, and this is the actual medication. It is pharmaceutical grade, soothing gel-based formula, goes on clear, absorbs completely, fragrance-free and dye-free. It says it's just the right strength, works as well as 10% benzoyl peroxide without the excessive dryness and irritation. So this is just 2.5% benzoyl peroxide, and this is what stops the pimples. Believe it or not, this stops the pimples. So it's just and for some reason I'm not out of this yet either, but I use this probably the most. Like, I will use this like more than, if I feel like a pimple coming on, I will put this on over the spot and then it'll prevent the pimple. This is amazing. This is like magic in a bottle. And this is also 8 fluid ounces, in case you were wondering. So far the only thing I had to repurchase was the cleanser, because I don't know why I'm just not out of this yet, but I love this. It stops the pimples. Sometimes I wouldn't get pimples, I would get little bumps, and if you watched my older videos, when I first started YouTube like about a year ago. So when I first started YouTube, my skin was really bad, and I'd get random little bumps. And so before I started the regimen, I kind of had little bumps that had nothing in them. They were just little bumps, and I was like, what are you doing there? And then I put this on it and they disappear, and this is awesome. I'm gonna kind of give you what I noticed when I was in the process of starting this regimen. So within the first day I was fine. I just remember that when I put on the benzoyl peroxide, it would kind of burn like a little bit. I think because my skin wasn't used to it, so it would just burn, and I was like, oh my god. It wasn't like a crazy burning sensation. Maybe I was just freaking out, but I just remember that it was, you know, it would burn and it would tingle sometimes. If you do follow the instructions correctly, I feel like, you know, your skin will be fine. But for some reason, mine, like within I think it was like the second week, my skin was so dry. It was kind of like flaking, and it was dry. Honestly, I think I think my skin was just trying to get used to, you know, the whole new process that I had started. But honestly, if you just keep going with it and your skin gets used to it and you keep moisturizing, it'll go away. Like, to prevent that, just make sure that you're moisturizing really well. And yeah, like, I would get up in the middle of the night and I'd be like, I need to moisturize my face. And it was crazy because you guys know I don't like moisturizer. I also wanted to say that the benzoyl peroxide does actually help with scarring, and I didn't know this, but it did help with my scarring, and I noticed that and I was like, damn. Like, because the pimples would go away and I wouldn't get super bad scarring. Like, it would still scar a little bit, but it wouldn't be super duper dark, because my scars turn like purple and red and it's weird. I'm gonna try to insert clips and pictures of my skin before the regimen, and you know, now that I'm on the regimen, just kind of what my skin looks like. And you could go and you could watch my videos. I recently did a couple makeup videos, so you can see what my skin looks like before I put the makeup on. I'm not saying that this is some miracle product that makes your whole, like, every skin problem you have go away, but I've just noticed that it's a lot less and it's just so much more manageable. So yeah, and my acne was not, I don't think my acne was severe at all, but honestly, if you have like one pimple here, or if you have like really severe acne, I would recommend this to you either way, because I feel like it just really works and it's just a really nice regimen to have. So I do only use the cleanser, the moisturizer, and the gel from this regimen. I do not use any other cleanser, any other moisturizer. I don't really touch any other skincare and put it on my face except for the acne.org stuff. The only extra thing that I do is use a face mask, just because this face mask has helped me so much. And I will insert a clip of it. It's the Indian Aztec mask. I'm sure some of you guys have heard of it. And as you guys know, apple cider vinegar is really good for your skin. So I really got put onto this from one of my friends, and literally all my friends use it now. I will link the mask down below, and I have to say that mask really helped me too. However, I don't recommend you overusing it. Just like you can't overdo it with the regimen, you really can't overdo it with that mask. So I would recommend you use this mask only like once, and at most twice a week. Don't overdo it, because I remember the first time I used this mask, I was like, damn, this is amazing, and I just wanted to use it every day. And don't do that. Just don't do it. You want to make it a paste, so you don't want to make it super liquidy or super dry. I would recommend you leave it on for about 15 minutes. Don't do anything more, because then you might cry. Literally, if you leave it on for too much and you take it off, it will kind of sting. And I don't even get sunburns, but when I take this mask off sometimes, I'm super red and it stings. And I can only imagine that that's what a sunburn feels like. Like I said, my skin, you know, sometimes it's really clear and sometimes it's not. It just, even though I have a really good set skincare regimen, you know, it's life. What are you gonna do? That's it for this video. Hopefully I helped you a little bit or a lot of it. I will leave the links to acne.org down below. I'm not sponsored. I'm just telling you that I really love this, and I'll leave the links to the mask and everything else down below. I'm hoping that I'll get around to be doing a New Year's giveaway, so yeah, I will hook you up. So follow me on Instagram, because it'll most likely be through Instagram. And otherwise, if you have any questions or anything, then let me know and I will do my best to respond. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry I didn't get a video up this Wednesday. I was super busy, so this is your Friday video and you'll see me on Wednesday. Bye guys!
Not there in the kitchen with the girl who